What's up, everybody? Today I'm gonna tell you the story about the time I tried to kill a person and failed. A man. It's exactly what the title suggests. I always thought that this story was like more interesting than it is, but then when I told it to people in my real life, they were like disappointed by the end of it. Like, okay, so ultimately you didn't kill anybody, so where's the story here? Why are you telling us? But I still think it's interesting. Maybe because it happened to me. So it's interesting to me. I went through it, but I think it's also like a human moment. Because how many people have tried to kill somebody and failed? Like, most people don't even try. Anyway, let's get into it. Why am I even stalling? So, back in 2011, there was a revolution that happened in my country, Egypt. And it was branded the peaceful revolution, but that's bullshit. There's no such thing. That's a contradiction in terms. That's almost an oxymoron. There's no such thing as a peaceful revolution. It was pretty violent. Maybe what happened in Egypt was peaceful in comparison to something like Syria or something, but that's it. But there were many clashes between the protesters and the police. Just to understand the stakes, the police in Egypt, they would kill you, they would shoot at you real bullets, they would use tear gas in immense quantities, people would choke to death, they would use bird shots, and bird shots would blind people because they would hit people in their eyes. But something else that the police would do was to pay civilian thugs, whatever the fuck that means, like people off of the streets, like drug addicts, homeless people, vagabonds, criminals. They would get people from the prison. They would just pay them. It's completely corrupt. They would just pay them to attack the protesters. The reason they did that was because they didn't want to get caught on camera clobbering protesters with batons over the heads. That would look bad on international news, so they didn't want to do this. But civilians attacking each other, that means nothing. So on the 2nd of February 2011, so here's the thing, that just to explain the setting here, the strategy of the protesters, and I was one of them, so I'm gonna say we, was to occupy the main square in Egypt. It's called the Tahrir Square. It's a gigantic place. Like when you stand at one end of it, you can't see the other side of it. It's huge. So blocking it off would basically paralyze the traffic movement in the almost third of the capital of Egypt. That was a big deal. So we would use barricades and would need men to man those barricades all over the square, around the square. Okay, and the police would attack us every few hours. They would send tear gas, then those civilian thugs would attack us by the thousands, literally. So it happened like that. I was responsible for one gigantic metal board, things that we stole from construction sites and things like that. I told you the story's not interesting. Why are you still even here? Anyway, and we were getting hit from the outside. And suddenly the guy next to me, he just disappeared. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he got shot, maybe he just ran away. But I saw the metal board next to me just falling, so I just grabbed it. But an opening just opened up. A space opened up between, because we were building like this gigantic wall. And suddenly a space opened up between two boards, two barricades. And I saw this thug coming at me full sprint with, this will sound weird, but that's what happened. He had a sword in his hand, like literally, because they attacked us with knives, swords, like white weapons, locally manufactured guns, like things they like. This sword also looked like something that he made himself. It didn't look like a samurai, thong thing. Samurai thong would be hot. Like it looked like something that he made himself, but it was a sword. It looked like a sword. And it all happened like in a few seconds. 1 second he was coming at me, The next second, he's swinging at me. He's right in front of me and swinging at me full force with a fucking sword in his hand. Like, oh. So reflexively, I stepped back. But he also lost balance when he swung at me and fell down. And I had a rock in my hand, like a gigantic rock, at least like 6, 7 pounds. And that's the reality. It was at least 6 pounds, maybe even more, maybe even 7 pounds. Okay. Uh, so it was very heavy. Like if I just let it fall on his head, it would have killed him. And just in a second, he was literally below me and he had a bald head. And I thought, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker right now. And I raised this rock with the intention of hitting him on his head. It would 100% have killed him. So he was under me, and I did this, and at the last at the last fraction of a second, something happened in my brain, something happened in my body that I moved my arm ever so slightly to the side and landed on his collarbone, which I am sure I broke. And he screamed like a horse, like he screamed in a weird way and stepped back and the opening closed up again. It all happened like this entire situation took like 10 seconds or like 20 seconds, something like that. Maybe more, I don't know, but I just remember these screenshots. I don't remember the situation I remember the situation in still images. Like him coming at me, that's burned in my mind. Me trying to hit him, but then at the last moment, why am I too animated about this? I need to calm down. Here's the thing. That's where the story ends. I couldn't kill him. And you're gonna say, okay, what's the story again? Like, you were a fucking coward, you were a pussy. You couldn't kill a person who tried to kill you. You know? You know what this made me understand? It made me understand the death penalty. For real. Because I couldn't do it. I wanted to do it. It's not like I decided, you know what? Let me not kill this person. It wasn't like that. I wanted to kill him. I literally couldn't physically. I found my, like, it's at the last fraction of a second, I thought, I'm becoming a killer right now. When you are certain that you're about to take a life, it's not fucking easy. Like, I was shocked by the idea that I was about to kill him more than anything else. Like, you have to imagine the chaos in this situation. Like, there were like thousands of people around me, bird shots flying everywhere, real bullets flying everywhere, a person falling dead every 15 minutes or so. Tear gas, you can't see anything. The situation is so chaotic, you can't even imagine. It's like a war. I should have fucking killed him. We should have not taken mercy on those people. Should have gone full French Revolution, guillotines in the streets. Because I see what happened, because the revolution failed. It lost. And now we live under a dictatorship. Yeah, that's the story. What do you want from me? I was just watching 28 Years Later. It's a boring movie. But there was a sentence in it. When you kill more, it gets easier. They were talking about these zombies. If you're watching this and you think that you can kill, and you have never killed anybody before, even if you have a conviction that you need to kill somebody, like if you're like trying to kill somebody that deserves to be killed, it's not easy. You won't be able to do it. It's really not that easy to do. And because it's almost not up to you, you have to train. You have to focus. And the first time you take a life, I'm gonna repeat myself. It's not like I decided to not kill him. I was like, let's do it in slow motion. That's what happened to me.